that keeps people in toxic relationships is the potential of their partner. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a
There you
diagnosed
go, Jimmy.
narcissist and I point out people's toxic traits and behaviors. So I ask people this all the time. When is potential not enough? When does it run out? When, like, how long do you give this person to fulfill their potential, to live up to their potential? Because a lot of people will just try to extend the longevity of their potential in a toxic relationship. If you're dealing with a narcissistic person, they know that you are banking on their potential. They will keep telling you, "Hey, I'm gonna get right. Hey, I'm gonna get a job. Hey, life is gonna be so much better when I get my stuff together. When I grow, when I start my business, when I get this, when I graduate, whatever, it's gonna be so much better." But they are not taking the actual steps to do anything that they're telling you that they're going to do. So when I'm talking to people that are coming out of toxic relationships with narcissistic people, toxic people, or whatever, and they're trying to get back into the dating world, in the dating scene and things like that, I tell people, see this person where they are right now, wherever they are right now in life. See this person for who they are, what they have going on. If this isn't enough for you right now, you might need to keep it moving, because banking on the potential that this person will get better, will treat you better, will go to therapy, will stop abusing you, will stop cheating on you, will stop lying to you, will get a better job, will go back to school, will do anything better. Banking on that potential can keep you bound, can keep you rooted in this toxic relationship. You're like a tree, like a plant, and your roots are growing in this soil that is full of toxicity. And when your roots are growing in this soil, you're getting fed toxicity, because that's how trees and plants are fed, through their roots, through the sun, photosynthesis for some of them. But you're getting fed from the soil of this toxicity. You're getting fed lies. You're getting future faith. They're telling you they're telling you that they're going to get better and things of that nature. But when is enough enough? When does you have to put an expiration date on the potential if you're already in this toxic situation? I just see that they can be a great person. I just see that they can be a better person.
Yeah, because you're going on long. But yeah, when I listen to that,
Some points there, though.
they're very good points.
Points were made.
But I feel like it seems like it's mainly on the man side. I'm not sure if I could think of any situations where a woman could pull that off.
Well, I have some stats here. I have the Pew Research, University of Chicago, show women are more likely than men to consider a partner's future earning potential, education, and ambition. Evolutionary psychology research suggests that it is linked to resources, like it's linked to like security. Like at the end of the day, most women wants to feel secure with a man. And so women will look for earning potential.
Okay.
Not more like how he's going to look. Men are generally more likely to prioritize present attractiveness, youth, and fertility cues.
Okay.
So
and I'm
men
not
date more for the now. Women date more for the potential.
But this is the thing too. One thing that I've noticed about potential and relationships is that women will listen to a guy about all his plans, his aspirations, and things like that, but they don't help, or they don't put that man in a position to do better. And I'm not saying it's not their responsibility.
Not a good woman, like a good woman would definitely help.
I don't know.
You're not necessarily doing the books for your business, but they're getting out of the way.
No, I think good women might be patient enough to let it come into fruition.
You said it, right? And they're like, all right, I'm doing me. Hopefully he'll come up and do him too.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But there are some women that will, and I've heard of some women that they had a game plan to get that man to where he was. Like, yo, like you just said, like what you just said, you made a statement like, my uncle, my people work here. I get him a job here.
Yeah.
He could this, that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think a lot of women do that.
I'm going to plug him into my system.
I don't think
Like,
a lot of women do that.
French Montana, they in the princess of Dubai.
Right, but he's also
like, no, he's engaged. Like, he got his little bat, but it ain't nothing like that. But once he get plugged in.
All right, but let me ask you a question though. See, the currency is relative. I will say that currency is relative.
Okay.
Because I'll say this: she's a princess of Dubai.
Yeah.
But you never heard of her until French Montana got with it.
Right.
Right. So the currency is relative.
Yeah.
So even though she may have a certain amount of money in an esteemed place, her name wasn't. Do you know her name?
Didn't ring bells until
until Frenchie,
right.
a dude from Morocco, in the Bronx.
Yeah, via the Bronx.
No, I'm saying via the Bronx.
Real currency, not clout, is a difference too.
I understand.
He becomes the first. He becomes the ambassador of Dubai now. Like, maybe she has a plan. Okay, he's gonna be the liaison to Americans in Dubai. He's gonna be the commercial. He's gonna be the face.
Possible.
You know what I mean? He's gonna be the person with the first residency in the Dubai
possible.
hotel.
But I will.
You'll be there watching the Coke Boys.
Coke Boys. I will just kind of revert to just one thing he said that I think is important.
Sure.
And that is, the now, right? Deal with a person and expect it to be what it's going to be.
That mustard stand ain't going nowhere.
Right
now, that mustard stand is there.
All right. I think we should laser focus more on men versus women, because I don't think men don't date for potential, right? So we had a conversation last week about, all right, so a woman is, she got career-wise, she's good, you know what I mean? She's doing her thing, and she's cute, but let's say she's overweight. And you were saying like, well, all you're gonna think about while you with her is like, yo, if she lost some weight, she be fire. You know what I mean? She be fire. But she not into working out and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't.
So what's gonna, you're not gonna be able to force her to get in the gym, and you know what I mean? So to date on that type of potential, you'll always be frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but men, when it comes down to that, I think we would actually take it a step further, where we'd be like, yo, I'm going to the gym. Come on, come to the gym with me. We would probably push the issue.
Like, no.
Exactly. But we will push the issue. Right.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying on the other side, when it comes down to women, they hear all your dreams, your aspirations, but a lot of times I don't think women are hands-on with it.
Yeah, but in the same context, it's like, okay, he has dreams and aspirations. What if his dreams and aspirations are in the arts, right? Something that doesn't make any money unless you're in the upper percentile of it, you know what I mean? And she's all with you, but, she's with you for 5, 7, 10 years. And maybe she's thinking about, it'll be nice to have kids, but I kind of need you to, like, hedge your bets a little bit. I kind of need you to maybe get a 9-to-5 while you do your arts, you know what I mean? Like, while you're a musician, while you sell your artwork. I still believe in it. You know what I mean? And I'm here for you, but I want to live my life with you, but we can't raise kids on this household, like on this living like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need you to, you know what I mean? And it goes to something that we spoke about during the week, and it's a clip that I heard that was kind of prolific, kind of doing research for this. Someone said potential is what you think you would do if you were in somebody's situation. Potential is based on you and what you project onto that person. Like, so if you meet a woman, she's cute, she's a little overweight, you're thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get her in the gym. I would go in the gym if my partner was trying to get me in the gym. You know what I mean? But she's not gonna go to the gym. Like, she's not gonna do, and you're gonna be disappointed. So meet people. My final thought on this is just kind of like meet people where they are, and accept people where they are, and because.
All right. So can you stay right there for 1 second? Right.
Yeah.
But there's a difference in the sense of you projecting on that woman because of her physical.
Right.
Where on the other end, if someone says, this is what I aspire to be, I didn't put that on you.
Oh,
You
no.
said you wanted to be that,
That's a whole
right?
different conversation then.
But how do we get it out of that person, right? So if we had a child, and I don't want to relegate a man or a woman to a child, but like if we want our child to be a good student,
right,
or we want to be a good athlete,
yeah,
we might get him a trainer, we might get him a tutor, we might get him a this or that, or whatever. You know, we'll invest in a situation.
Is completely different because you can force your kid to be a good student. You can't force your kid to be a good athlete. If your kid doesn't want to play that sport, you really kind of can't force him to do it unless you just, gonna be like one of them people. But like, I feel like academics is a non-negotiable.
Well, yeah, it goes without saying because you got to go to school,
right?
You don't have to play sports, but you have to go to school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But should we, as people in relationships, spouses, and things like that, should we be helping to game plan for our spouses? Is that part of the relationship, right? So if my wife says, "Yo, I want to go back and I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to get that," chances are is that I'm gonna say, all right, let's figure out a plan to do it.
Well, you're saying go back to get this. We're talking about like education. What are you saying?
Well, it's education, certification.
Okay, so you're talking about school timing.
Well, yeah, it could be.
So what I would do in that situation is I would come up with a game plan. I would take that conversation, be like, okay, take like a week or two, think of a game plan where I could free up time. And then I will revisit the conversation. Okay, listen, you can kind of do it during the days, or you kind of do it during the nights. I could pick up this kind of slack or whatever. Men come up with a game. Take the game film back, take everything back, come up with a plan of how you can make that. So she's coming to you with the idea. I will come into all right, this is how I could support you.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
Now the ball's back in your court.